Hello and welcome to my channel. This is Dr. Dawn Michael, and today I'm going to talk about, are you a porn zombie or have you turned into one? And well, I may be saying this in somewhat of a joking way, but the reality is now that people are stuck at home and they don't have much to do, even Pornhub has changed their platform, offering lower prices and more incentives for people to turn on the computer and sit around and watch porn all day. And many people are doing it. And when they come out of this stupor, they feel like a zombie. And one of the reasons why, if you think about it, you're basically being fed information. You're not really using your brain. You're basically just taking in information visually and you're hearing sounds. So you're being fed this information to create a certain spike in your adrenaline to turn you on. And so it does change the chemistry in your brain over a period of time if you continue to do it consistently. The other thing that it does is it dumbs you down because you're not using your mind. You're not engaging in any type of real thinking. You're just taking in information. And so you're basically going to, at some point, get bored with some of the porn, and you're going to look for something that adds more excitement. And so what happens is people get kind of sucked into this situation where they're looking for more extreme porn, more ways to spike their adrenaline, more ways to get themselves off, and they're spending hours and hours just watching porn. So the end result is when you're not watching it or when you're done with it, most people tend to feel pretty crappy. They actually don't feel good. They may feel an initial high from it, or it might feel good to have that release. But if you continue to do it and you do it for several hours a day, you're doing it every day, usually that adrenaline spike and orgasms, they decrease. They're not as intense. So people will notice that they're looking for more intensity. And also, you're pretty much in a brain dead. You're just allowing information to come in to fill your mind with what's ever on the screen. And that is not healthy either. So, if indeed you have noticed that it is affecting you in a negative way, it's making you feel down, it's affecting your sleep, you just have that kind of icky feeling after you watch it, and so maybe you just feel so crappy that you decide to watch it more. Of course, you're bored. You're inside the house. You're not really doing anything. But this might be the perfect time to take the challenge and turn off your porn and become creative. Activate your mind. Think about something that turns you on. So I'm not telling you not to masturbate. I'm not telling you, not to have sexual thoughts. But what I'm saying is actually start being creative. Why don't you write some stuff down that turns you on? Why don't you think of a fantasy in your head? Play something out in your mind without being fed information so that you're actually doing your own thinking. You're creating your own scenarios. Most of the time when people turn off the porn or they unplug from their social media, their computers, their phones, and they allow themselves to think about things, to create things, the feeling that they have after is not a letdown. And they don't feel as icky about it because they are actively using their brains. And you may even want to throw in some exercise. If you can't get out of the house, do some exercise in your house, put on some music. Try to add in some other things so that you're not drawn to the computer, you're not drawn to your phone, you're not drawn to the porn site, which literally has you as a captive audience and you are allowing yourself to be a victim to it. So don't put yourself in that position. Take this time to make a challenge, to decide, hey, I'm not going to watch it. I am going to do something else. I'm going to write a story. I'm going to even talk into a microphone, do a video. I mean, try some other outlet so that you are using your brain in a constructive way. You will feel better. You may be tempted to go back to it, but use a little discipline in your life. Find another outlet that is interesting to you, that could be equally exciting. And there are other things that you can do. Like I said, I'm not telling you not to think about things that are sexy. I'm not saying don't masturbate if you want to, but don't watch something. Come up with that fantasy yourself. Write it down. Have, your interactive thoughts with it. But if you do find yourself being pulled into this and you do feel like a porn zombie, which many people do because I've been listening to people write in emails and talking on videos, and many of them are not actually feeling good about doing this. So do something about it. Okay? Don't just give in to it. Be proactive and do something about it. All right, I hope that you got something from this video, a little pep talk here to get out of your porn zombie stupor and do something that is proactive in your life. And if you like my video, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, share my video, and of course, leave your comment. As you know, I believe everyone deserves to have a healthy sex life, and so do you.